All right, everyone, Herb Strather here. And after our show, which has been a fabulous show with Eric Sabri today, we have tools to use. We have our afterthoughts, and we have tools to use in our afterthoughts today. We, as you know, are going to have a seminar that's going to be November the 30th, Friday, November the 30th, and Saturday, December the 1st. And it's going to be hosted by Wayne County Treasurer in conjunction with Strather Academy and Detroit Association of Realtors. And we're each going to get a few tables that we can invite our guests in, and you're going to have kind of prime seating, if you will. And we're going to open the door for those who want to get involved in development, because we don't want to put a big price tag on it. We don't want to close the door to anyone. As a matter of fact, it's our intention really to make the seminar just 100% free for attendees, that you could come. Now, don't take and put a price on it, because sometimes when things are free, you may not understand the value of it. You might say, well, that's free, and somebody tell you it's going to be $5,000. Are you ready for that? This is invaluable, you understand? Now, yes, there are maybe some things you can pick up as you go, but those of you who have something on the ball, if you're a real estate agent and you're doing sales and you want to get into development, you want to take it to the next level, if you work for the city of Detroit and you see all the magic that is happening and you're helping to make it happen, and you also want to contribute personally, become a developer in your own rights, you can do that. Hell, the people in the city of Detroit get 50% deduction on the bid if they live in the property. If you are if you're a pastor and you live in a community and you receive the benefits of fire protection, police, lighting, and all of these things, and you don't have to pay any taxes now being in church. Our parishioners live everywhere in the metropolitan area now, not like around the church where they walk to the church like we used to, but your church reside on a Pacific corner in a Pacific community, and you have a responsibility to help develop that community. And there's a bunch of churches around you, like Puritan Street, for example. You could join together and help make it happen. So to those who are young people who parents may have went through quite a recession, they may have lost real estate, don't ever want to do any more deals. You have not had the brain damage. You have a chance and you have a shot. So we're going to say to you today to accept this invitation to the good life of being a developer, to doing something that is socially economic. You understand, not just trying to make money alone and not just being a philanthropist without money. Because in order to be a good philanthropist, you need to be a capitalist at the same time. So, but you could do what we call social economics, you understand, doing good, having a mission base, what we call the double bottom line, helping people and making money at the same time. Now, we're going to have a seminar, and we're going to give you the very, very, very best that we can possibly give you. We're going to show you how to take and develop the community. Now, here are some of the things that we're going to have in the seminar, and as I go through here and make this list, I'm going to tell you the main points about these different entities and what they're going to offer. And I'm going to tell you what they're going to offer, and then I want you to take and make note, okay? Let's go through it pretty quick. Okay, so one of the things we're going to make sure we do, we're going to start from the very beginning, that's organizing to win. And we want you to consider things like a L3C. Now, you heard of a LLC. A L3C is a mission-based LLC. It is a for-profit, but a low-profit. As a matter of fact, it's a low-income limited liability company. Low-income limited liability company, thus L3C. You can you can formulate it, but you got to have the right language in it, and we could help you there. LLCs, you know about LLCs, family LLCs. Why not get your family involved? If you have a 1099 income, you are in a higher tax bracket. If you got 2 or 3 kids, let them own it also. Hell, they can take and copy paper and make deliveries and get involved. If you do not get a W-9, they can still pay you in your name, and you can form a LLC. Hell, I can form an LLC called Herbert J. Strather LLC, so make the check out to Herbert J. Strather. You can do that. Think about that. 501c3s, that is tax-exempt organizations. Not you can give. You can take and give people gift letters where they can take and write deals off. And this is also applies to real estate. Don't forget, it doesn't have to be an outright gift. It could be a bargain gift sale, which we'll talk about. You know, we're talking about nonprofit corporations, ecclesiastical corporations. And we're talking about partnerships, corporations, and assumed names. All of these are tools to use, and you want to make sure you use them because don't forget that President Trump reduced the taxes on these to 27%. So you've been absolutely foolish to take and have a 1099 in your name when all you have to do is form a LLC and take it through there and save just a tremendous amount of taxes. So these, first of all, get organized the right way. And then and then you'll be able to participate in what you call bargain gift sales, Internal Revenue Code 170. Look it up. Bargain gift sales, Internal Revenue Code 170. You also can do what you call participating promissory notes. You might say, Herb, I got a tax lien. Herb, I got people. Herb, your family could carry your water, and you could have a participating promissory note that is convertible. So theoretically, you own 1 and no percent, but you could be the manager. You can convert your interest at any time you want. So in other words, we don't think there's any reason that you should say, I can't do this because of this, that, and the other. If you got a burning desire, it becomes advantageous. Hell, you become bulletproof. Say bulletproof. You know, in other words, when you say bulletproof, when you're trying to do transactions and I said you can't get sued or they can't collect, that's bulletproof. So, and if you have resources and you have cash, that can happen. The only reason I give you two ends of this perspective is I do not want anyone to say I'm out of the game because of this, that I don't have any money. Do you have a car? You understand? I don't have any cash, credit, or collateral, but I got a commitment, I got a cell phone, I got a computer, I got a car, and I'm willing to learn. Then you can make it. Because don't forget, the person who makes the most money is the one that finds the deals, not necessarily the one that got the finances or the check. The one that got the check is the investor. Now you start talking about where to find money, hard money loans. We got a commitment from the third largest hard money dealer, the third largest hard money lender in the country. It's a minority company. They got $1 billion fund. They're flying in to do a presentation. They're flying out of Florida. This is huge. And then we're talking about, and I'm going to tell you what their name is, Lindsay. We're talking about NACA, N-A-C-A, which most of the people over at NACA came out of Strather Academy, and NACA have $13 billion in funds in 47 offices. They'll loan you money without down payment, without credit score, and without closing costs. Can you imagine? No money down whatsoever. Now, you do have to put up escrows, but the seller can put up 6%, up to 6% in escrows, and if you do your purchase agreement right, you may not have very many prorations that you have to do. And prorations, as you know, is the biggest part of your closing costs. Just think about it. You can form a purchase agreement without prorations, and it doesn't count towards your 6%. Now, that is worth $1 million, what I just told you. And we can show you how you can structure transactions, seller required improvements that you can take and finance the deal. You don't have any money down. You can take the 6% and buy your rate down where you can afford it. You may only make $1,500 a month. Now, how can you afford a payment for $700? But if you're buying a 2-flat and the $1,000 rent on each one of them, you get 75% of the 2-flat income to help you qualify. My God, are you serious? Yes. And you could buy the rate down. You could buy the rate down on a $50,000 loan. Your payment would normally be around $250 a month. You could buy your rate down to $100 a month. Now, can you believe that? $100 a month. You can buy it less than that. Let's put it like this here. You can buy it down to less than a 4% debt constant. So 4% on 50 is $2,000 a year. That's $166. You could buy it down to a 3.4% debt constant. So you figure that out and tell me what it is. So you talk about Detroit Home Mortgage. You can borrow $75,000 over and above the mortgage right now, whatever the appraisal is. See, Community Development Financial Institutions, there's about 6 of them here. Invest Detroit, Capital Partners, List. Some of the banks, but they don't really exercise it that much. IFF. And each one have their own criteria, but you want to take and find out about these CDFIs because, hell, they can go up to 95%. Think about if you bought if you borrow 90% or 95% and you charge a 10% commission, hell, you can find the deal, structure the deal, and then go syndicate the deal and own half of it. Think about it. Or you can structure the deal properly if you got your performers, you know how to underwrite a deal. Then you go to somebody and say, listen here, just sign here and you get half the deal. Who wouldn't do deals if it's underwritten properly? Think about it. Okay, tax increment financing, whereas if you got a property, any appreciation over and above the amount of taxes that are paid now can go back in to help do the improvements. This works with historical tax credits. This works with brownfield tax credits. And how about taxes, period? Pilot a payment in lieu of taxes if it's low-income housing. But if it's a nonprofit that is using it for its mission, and the mission could be affordable housing, is zero taxes. Can you imagine that? Okay, and how about if you live in a neighborhood enterprise zone, and you can reduce your taxes tremendously if you live in a neighborhood. And let me tell you something. There is communities that are still available because the city has the capacity to use 15% for neighborhood enterprise zones, and right now it's at 10%. On one, is at 6% on other. There's two different buckets. So there's capacity for you to form your own. Block clubs, churches, get together, talk about it. Why don't we become an NEZ? And also a SAT. Oh man, what is that? A BID, a business improvement district. That's where you can collect on the tax bill money, maybe to put security around. You can come a SAT. I know, but it is where you can take and add $25 to the tax bill, make sure the grass is cut, the streets are clean, and you can hire the young people in your community to do that. You can add money to your tax bill, and every single property owner have to pay it, but you got to get 2/3 of them that do it. You could take right now, the Radio Patrol have almost $300,000 a year, over 275, 277 this year, I believe, and where you can take and tap into that fund for Radio Patrol. And one of the approved uses is to put cameras. Now you have to be careful because in the summertime you get the trees and they can block the cameras, but you can get points of entry where you pick up license plates and things like that. And people won't roam around our community and rip off because they know there's a sign in there that says face recognition technology available, and they can pick up your license plates. And people know that the people that buy drugs don't want to go in there. The people that want to rip you off don't want to go in there. Why would you be a fool to go into a community and you're on camera? You understand? Now, some of you may not want to be on camera, but your community come together and say, is it worth it? Look, if we get on camera, our whole insurance pool drops. Then you can get together and buy your own insurance. Listen, let's face it. How about if you came together as a community with cameras and everything? You probably get a 50% insurance if you did something like that. Now, I got to wrap it up, so let me go through this really good. Some of the people that are going to be invited, our invitees, is like the planning department, DEGC, Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, where they talk about the incentives and that stuff, commercial incentives for sure, the home revitalization department. When I go back to DEGC, why I like them to put out an RFP so we can get some full service restaurants like Fridays, Outback. You know, we're one of the most disrespected cities in the entire United States. Is it because we're black? I mean, it is an amazing thing. Or is it because of our work ethics? Look, let's make sure that we bring our best game to the table. When you think about that we got a Chili's and a Applebee's, one apiece at the edge of the city. One is on 8 Mile Road there at Woodward. Another one is on Southfield and Ford Road, directly 10 feet and you're out of the city, that kind of deal. You know what I mean? 10 yards and you're out of the city. Be serious, you understand? There's a Hard Rock downtown, but where else do we have franchise restaurants that you could sit down and have a drink? Let's be serious about it. Now, I know that, but we should be entitled to this as a community. We got to go outside the suburbs to go to these places, even to go to a Chuck E. Cheese or a Dave & Buster's for our kids, for all of this stuff here. How about the quality of life in our community? Have you been to a Chuck E. Cheese lately? You know, I have a 5-year-old. I love this. I'm daddy in love. But every time I have to take my daughter out to on Gratiot's, on John Arrow, on Michigan Avenue, it's 90% African Americans. But why don't we have one in the city then? So we could get involved and do this here. So that's commercial stuff that I like DEG to get involved in. The Housing Revitalization Department, they issue Section 8s, they issue RFPs during the year for Neighborhood Stabilization Fund. They recapture monies that's been issued and roll it back out. Department of Neighborhoods, I would love to know. They got a bag of goodies. Charlie Beckham used to be over there. I think someone else is now. Detroit Land Bank sitting on 70,000 parcels, still suing everybody to get more properties. But we would like to join venture. Daryl Earl over there, I'm talking to you, my friend. We need to take and make sure that we can get to good programs. How about if Detroit Association of Realtors helped you? You understand? We are the largest and oldest, we're not the largest, but the oldest association of realtors. We're older than the National Association of Realtors. We came into existence 1988. Just think about that. We're that old. So let us participate. How about Wayne County Land Bank? Wayne County Land Bank issued RFPs, bought a bunch of houses, roll them out to the investors, and they get half of the cash flow now. Now, Wayne County, you know, I'm not mad at you, but I'm not necessarily that happy. But maybe you can come by and tell us why we should allow you to take half of the money from the Detroit Public Schools and all of this. But I'm not going to make you mad. I want you to come in and talk to us. But there's a few questions that we got for you. The Board of Review is off the hook. I mean, they have a bag of incentives that they can offer us, and we want to get involved. Listen, I could go on and on and on. So here's an invitation to the good life. If and only if you want to be a developer, if you want to help somebody. And let me tell you this, so you don't have to collect rent. And one of the things we're going to talk about, too, is the sheriff sales, how you can take and participate with homeowners. Don't forget, banks get 97% discount. If they get a 97% reimbursement, they don't care what they sell the property for, but you could buy the property and turn around and make it available to the homeowner, and you can make you 100 to 200 or 300% return without risk, without vacancies. And then as long as the homeowner pays, they get a huge discount. They get their house back for less than 50%. So if what somebody turned out is bad, God made it good. I mean, think about you losing your home, and then all of a sudden you find out. You know somebody losing your house? You know somebody at your church is having a hard time? Tell them God is good and give them my phone number. You know what my phone number is, 313-444-9691. Just call us. We can help you. So we do not have a registration link for the developing the developer yet. And the theme I told you is building blocks, building communities a block at a time. We do not have registration yet, but if you join me, we will take your name down and you'll be the first people registered. I will have a block of about 50. Wayne County is going to have about 30, and Detroit Association of Realtors is going to have about 20 or 30. So we have a seat of 100 seats up front, and you can be part of that if you register and join us now. Now, you got the inside track. You like with the in crowd, you hear that song? I'm in with the in crowd. I go where the in crowd goes. You got that? Now, I know John is going to say, Herb, please. People calling in about to sing it. Listen, I love everybody. All right, John, you heard me. Listen, I love everybody, and I'm looking forward to your registration, and I will see you. By the way, I will see you on the 13th, Saturday the 13th, for a free seminar. And just go to Strather Academy, register for the seminar. Realtors, investors, those who want to learn, go take the performer class. It's going to be the 6th, the 13th to the 20th, and the 27th. And on the 13th, it's from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 8 a.m. to 12 noon on a Saturday, so don't bother your whole day. And you could record it, so you could take it in pieces. And then on the other days, it's from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Listen, I could keep on talking because you know I love you, and I just want to tell you. I hope you enjoy what I'm telling you. I hope you take it serious. I hope you take this bit of information and get rich like me. Get rich and have a good life, my friends. This is Herb Strather. I'm signing off, and I will look forward to seeing you, and I'm going to see who all is signing up. Remember, we already had someone sign up. Okay, we got 2 people that have signed up so far. Okay, let's go. We got 8 more slices, and you have to do it today. Those of you want to do it today, or send me a text. Herb, I want to do it today, but I don't get paid till Friday, and I will hold it open for you. 313-444-9691. Better yet, if you got enough nerve, text me directly. 313-407-4930. Now, don't be giving out my phone number to everybody. All right, everybody. Love you. Herb Strather signing off.